If you grew up in Montgomery, chances are you've probably listened to the John and Tommy on your morning commute. Reporter Jalea Brooks spoke with the popular radio duo that's celebrating a milestone this month. She has more in this week's What's Right with Your Community.
Fuller House came back this year. A lot of classic rock bands got back together, right? We fall right into that. Old, obsolete, suddenly we're back together.
John Garrett and Tommy Fields of the John and Tommy Morning Show are celebrating their first year back on air at Y102. The two were a dynamic duo here in the late 90s until they took a bit of a hiatus in 2003.
We were apart for about 13 years, and then John called me up one day and said, "Hey, you want to do a morning show?" And I was like, okay.
The pair reunited at another station.
And we were there for a little while, and then Y102 called and said, "Hey, we want to get you guys back over here where you belong." And so, yeah, we started here about a year ago.
The Mars that is Bruno on Y102 with John and Tommy.
Since then, they've been going strong with all the hits.
We didn't know it was going to be as big as it has gotten in a year. Not to say that we're taking over the world yet, but we figured, all right, we'll come back here and do our thing. It takes a while to kind of get a foothold, but it has actually come quicker than we thought, and we're very thankful for that.
John and Tommy say that being back at Y102 feels like home, and it's great broadcasting to a new yet familiar audience.
It is weird because there's this phenomenon right now of older folks who listened to us when they were kids, and so we've all grown up together.
It's kind of almost like a little reunion, and it's really fun to have people say, "Oh yeah, I grew up listening to you, and now my kids listen to you."
A few things have changed since their first run. Music, of course, and management. John and Tommy agree that there's no place they'd rather be.
I get up at 4 o'clock every morning. John gets up a lot earlier than I do, so if it wasn't worth it, we wouldn't do it.